Hey gang, welcome in. Coach Casey here. What I want to talk about today is frustration. Is your dog showing signs of frustration? Any ideas? What would frustration look like? I'm going to cover some signs here and then we will absolutely talk about how to help your dog get through these frustrations and on to fulfillment. Okay, you can't have both. The dog can't be fulfilled if they're frustrated. So we don't want a frustrated dog, we want a fulfilled dog. So, is your dog showing signs of frustration? Let me kind of jump in here and see if these resonate with you. All right. Here's one. Pulling on the leash. Pretty common, right? The more frustrated they are, the harder they pull. If that sounds familiar, some of you may know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a hard puller. Basically what frustrated dogs are doing is they're going to try to find ways to provide an outlet for this built-up energy, whether you provide an outlet for it or not. And that's why sometimes it comes out in destruction. It can come out in all sorts of ways. But these are questions I'm asking you. Is your dog pulling on the leash? That could be a sign that they're frustrated. All right, I'm going to give you a few more, and then we're going to jump in and talk about how to fix this. Lead them to fulfillment. All right, so, here's a big one. You see that? They're not real thick. Ran out of room. I apologize, but door bolting. All right, I'm going to kind of number these. 1, 2. Door bolting. Got a dog that when the door's open, boom, they go. That's exactly what I'm talking about, is that dogs are going to find an outlet to burn off this built up frustration whether you provide one or not. An open door, they see the freedom, that kind of thing, right? Any of those resonate? 1 and 2. Gonna keep going. Let me try to get rid of that. And then we'll go to this. This is a big one. You see signs up all the time. Lost dogs. That's usually because they ran away. A fulfilled dog doesn't run away from the hand that feeds them. You know what I mean? There's usually something going on that dogs that roam. And it's usually the same thing. The door was open. They see the shot. I'm going to go burn some energy. Before they know it, they might be lost. You know what I mean? They have strong senses of smell, but if they can't, smell their way back, they're running away because they're frustrated. Right? Here's a big one. Digging. That sound familiar? Again, doesn't this make sense? A dog that's frustrated, if they're not provided an outlet to get rid of this frustration, an outlet for the built-up energy, that's what that is, they're providing one. They're running away. They're digging. You see? Right? And here's a big one here that is probably one of the top things searched with how to cure in dogs. I'm going to put it in black, but it's usually from frustration. Can anyone resonate with that one? Excessive barking. Right? They're just getting rid of the energy. And that's what I'm talking about. It's frustration. It's built up. It's in there. And one thing that I really want to talk about, guys, here, and I'm going to put this in red down here below. Look at this formula. Frustration due to a lack exercise. That's where frustration sets in. The dogs aren't being fulfilled enough, and it can be mental and physical exercise, but that's what it is. Due to a lack of exercise, times no structure, times maturing to roughly 2 years of age equals that's your recipe for aggression, guys. It all starts with a dog that's frustrated. It's combined with a dog that is living in a home with no structure. They've never really been to training, or there's lack of training or minimal training, that kind of thing. And then they're reaching maturity. Dog's 22 months, 26 months, 24 months, 18 months. It's all around that age group, time frame, when we get called about aggression. And there's a formula. I've seen it over and over. All right. So what do we want to do to fix aggression? Or not aggression, I'm sorry, frustration. Frustration leads to all these behavioral issues I just wrote down. So what do we want to do? We want to provide an outlet. And what this is, if you follow me for any amount of time at all, I always talk about structured walks, structured exercise. And this is where you can take, if you felt like you were fulfilling your dog and maybe it wasn't enough, you can use some structure, which basically taps into mental in addition to physical exercise, and you can wear them out that much quicker. Which in return starts getting rid of that frustration. Dogs become the dogs you're wanting. They're becoming fulfilled instead of frustrated. But here's a quick example of a lot of people, they say my dog's frustrated. He needs more exercise. Okay, maybe they talk to a trainer. Trainer says, you got to exercise your dog. They're frustrated. That's where all these behavioral issues are coming from. So then they throw the dog. They got a beautiful fenced backyard. Big. So they throw the dog in the backyard. And where that's better than nothing, I've seen over and over, time and time again, that a dog goes out there and you can actually cause more frustration. If it's a scenario where they're running the fence line, you ever seen that? You ever walked behind an alley where a dog's running a fence line? It's like, whoa, they almost came over the fence. It's because they're going bam, back and forth, back and forth. It's like an aquarium effect. And a lot of people replace that, a nice structured walk or even a walk out on the streets, with this in the backyard because they're busy. Oh yeah, he gets exercise all the time. He's got a huge backyard. Yeah, but is it working, right? It's no different than the dog that's tied out in the backyard. You ever seen those that hit to the end of the chain? Bam. They go out and hit the end of the chain? Bam. They go out and hit the end of the chain? Bam. You're just frustration, just like the fence. Frustration. So when the fence breaks, the chain snaps, that's what you read about in the paper. Crazy dogs are on the loose, frustrated all to hell, and they're going to go find something and get an outlet. And sometimes it's a child, sometimes it's another dog. That's where you read about this stuff. But it's all caused from what the owners or what the people, in the dog's life are doing. So, what we need to do, guys, is add structure. So what I want you to do is, if you're one of these people that are using your backyard, again, I thank you for doing that because it's better than nothing. But if your dog's still showing signs of frustration, the digging, the barking, the door bolting, the running away, all that kind of stuff, you need to put in some more structure so that we can lead to fulfillment, right? So here's how we do that. Let's say your walk, right? Usually maybe first of all, replace the romp in the backyard for a walk. And then if your walk is pretty much where your dog is leading you, what I want you to do is get them back more in a heel position. Teach them what that means. If a dog understands where they're supposed to be on a walk, and then you leverage that by speeding up, slowing down, turn left, turn right, maybe even do a 180 on them. If they have they're going to be thinking to stay in position. Now you're tapping into mental and physical energy, right? That's what you have to do. You can't just, it takes a long time to wear a dog out physically. Tap into up here and watch how much quicker that works. Let's take a game of retrieve, right? Go get it. Fetch, brings the dog back, or brings the ball, whatever it is. You're bringing it back. What I prefer you do is throw the ball, they bring it back, get it out of their mouth, tell them to sit, tell them to down, tell them to get on their place board. Throw it again, make them hold it. They're going to get down a couple times, reinforce it, make them hold the command, the built-in stay. Throw the ball, and then turn to them and say, free. release them. Now you've added structure to your games. They're thinking. You know what I mean? You're tapped into the mental and not just the physical. So, hope that's making sense, guys. This is powerful. You got to provide an outlet, and it's all about structure. If you add structure to your outings, to your time spent with your dog, it will make that time not need to be near as long to get twice the effect. So if you're busy, you need to exercise your dog before work, throw a heel command in instead of just letting them pull you down the road, make them think, you know what I mean? So you're going to wear them out, you're going to leave, it's going to help with separation anxiety. It just helps, you know, you can't help enough. So structure is everything, guys. All right, so there you go. If you think your dog may be frustrated, are they digging? Are they bolting out the door? Are they running away? Are they excessively barking? All these things is a sign of them getting rid of energy that's built up in them. That's pointing to frustration. And again, earlier in this video, I talked about the recipe that leads to aggression. And a big part of that is frustration, combined with structure, no structure, or lack of structure, and a maturity level, usually around 2 years of age. That's when you're going to get that recipe that goes boom, and all of a sudden you're like, where did that come from? There were signs all along, the frustration, you didn't pick up on them. Now the maturity's in there, there's still no structure, and now you have an aggressive dog. So hope that makes a lot of sense, guys. You know, it's a powerful one. So as always, below, there's a pinned comment. Check out the link in there. It's going to take you to my website and learn about the 6-phase Dream Dog formula that takes care of all this. All right, until next time, I'm Casey Ray.